everyone, hello, Chocolo here for another video review. It's a very special one. It's the Jammie Dodgers Really Fruity. Yes, strawberry flavoured jam and biscuit. Yes, very excited for these ones. So thanks so much, Andrew Winton, for putting me onto these ones a long time ago, and for Alan Lockhart as well for giving me the direct place to get them from. Tesco is where I've seen these basically. Yep, so very excited for these ones. Now, those of you who have been a long time viewer of the channel, or maybe you've just caught me with the Jammie Dodger reviews, will know that I always say that there's just too much biscuit basically, so you can't taste the jam in the middle or the fruity middle anyway, whatever you. Well, I guess it says jam, doesn't it? So whatever it is in the middle anyway, I just find there's not enough of it. Now I know there's people who love Jammie Dodgers out there, who will presumably say that's not the case, but for me, it was just almost, well, in fact, all of them, other than maybe the Chocky Dodgers, I think there's just never been enough centre. There's been too much biscuit basically. There's been far too much biscuit, so I couldn't get the flavour. But it looks like maybe Burton's, whoever it is who makes it, Burton's, it's Burton's, isn't it? Whoever makes these has been listening to me and has actually made the biscuit flavoured as well, which I think is perfect. I mean, if they did this, well, I assume anyway, if they did this with all of their flavours, I think they would all be perfect, you know. So for me, I'm really excited for this one. I think this might finally solve my biggest issue with Jammie Dodgers, and reasons why I give them generally a 3 out of 5, if that. So we shall see, we shall see. But anyway, I think we've got the gist of it, haven't we? So what's the, I mean, they do have no artificial colours or flavourings, things like that in Jammie Dodgers generally. I mean, I'm assuming that's the case in this one. So look, we'll see under here. So artificial colours, none. Artificial flavours, nope. Artificial sweeteners, nah. Gym ingredients, never. Hydrogenated fats, nada. Vegan friendly, yeah. Okay, so there we go. We'll store in a cool, dry place. And away from cupboard raiders. Alright, there we go. Getting such not happy and stuff like this. But is it Burton's? I'm sure it's Burton's, isn't it? Let's have a look. Well, it would say there, wouldn't it? Burton's Biscuits. Yeah, Burton's Companies. Foxy's Burton's, there we go. So they must have joined together. FBC. Not sure what FBC is. Oh, it's Foxy's Burton's Company. No, that's what it is. Foxy's Burton's, okay. Alright, there we go. So yeah, calorie information, stuff like this. Well, let's have a look. So per serving, 1 biscuit, 78 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 1 of which are saturates. Then per 100 grams, 434 calories, 14 grams of fat, 5.5 of which are saturates. Alright. Don't recycle them, recycle the bags at large supermarkets. Mentioned this a few times before, you can do that in the Republic of Ireland, you can recycle them at home. So why you can't in the UK, I don't know. 140 gram pack, super vegans, as I said. And there's the ingredients there, and the sort of description. Strawberry flavoured shortcake biscuits with a strawberry flavoured apple jam. So the jam is always apple jam, it's just the flavoured strawberry. So strawberry flavoured apple jam, 27%. So presumably 73% of it is biscuit, which is why, you know, 73%, 3/4 basically, pretty much, you know, it's biscuit. So, you know, it's just not, it's just, you need a strong flavouring to get through all that biscuit, and I've just never had it really, in my opinion. There's all the other ingredients there. And there's sustainable palm in this, so I'd always recommend finding out just what is meant by sustainable, because I think it's not, you know, from what I've read, it's not clear cut, and what they say is sustainable might not necessarily be good for the environment still, or would still have a negative impact on the environment. So I would definitely look into that if it's important to you. Alright, well there we go. So I don't know if there's much more to say really, you know. Ooh, upside down. So yeah, I think we just need to move stuff down, give them an open. Look very nice, I don't know, I like the little pink. So there's not much more to say, I'm still saying stuff, but I like the pink outline, like the fact it's got ultimate strawberry, you know, it's clearly strawberry there, it's got strawberries on it. Yeah, so I'm interested in this one, I really am. So fingers crossed, this is finally the solution I've been looking for Jammie Dodgers, let's hope. Alan Lockhart reckons it is, so fingers crossed I think the same. Move yourself down, give them an open. Okay everyone, okay, we're going to give these Jammie Dodgers really fruity strawberry flavour jam biscuits. Jammie Dodgers, yeah, so basically Jammie Dodgers, but they flavoured the biscuit this time, which I'm really hoping solves all my problems with Jammie Dodgers, fingers crossed. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into them. So then we're going to do 1,150 reviews. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if not already. And sorry to corner, I've got a link to a place to all my other reviews, plus some related ones, such as other Jammie Dodger ones, other biscuit reviews, anything else I can think of. So yeah, if you like, subscribe, go check those out. Hope you enjoy this too. Right, well, okay, so not, right, well, I mean, okay, they don't look great, do they? They don't look great, you know, I know the natural colourings, things like that, they smell lovely though, they do smell nice, but, I mean, they remind me a bit of the white chocolate McVitie's digestives, where you could see through underneath, as if they've been sort of basted with a sort of strawberry flavouring rather than it sort of made into the biscuit, you know. That's the impression I'm getting anyway. So, yeah, don't know. It's not a great look. But nonetheless, if it works, it works. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. So my impression is they've basted it with a strawberry flavouring, rather than add it to the biscuit itself. I'm quite sure that's the case because there's no other reason why it wouldn't be on the edges, would it? You know, why would it? You know, if it was in the biscuit itself, then it would be equal everywhere, wouldn't it? So they've clearly done that. So yeah, not great. And of course, they could have used more of it. I mean, you know, whether that would be too much, but they could have done that to make it cover everything, although you might lose the details. So yeah, so it doesn't look great. Doesn't look great, but it tastes nice. I think that's the thing, isn't it? So it seems to be a Jammie Dodger basically for all intents and purposes. Let's get the old caliperoonies out. You can see it's a bit wide at the bottom, at the top, 5.4 roughly. It's not quite flat at the sides, so you know, bear that in mind. 5.3 at the bottom. Height, roughly, about 1.1. And there we go. Yeah, so there we are. So other than that, it does look like a Jammie Dodger, a regular one, but certainly, well, yeah, just has that sort of basting of a pink strawberry flavouring on top. And the jam does stand out a bit more. But as I say, if you if you just compare it to what it smells like, I mean, look at that. It's just nothing like it, is it? Yeah, no one else has mentioned this now. I don't know if mine are just a bad batch or something, but no one else has mentioned that they just look terrible when opened. When compared to the front, but maybe people aren't that bothered. But anyway, all right, let's see if we can separate. You know, basically, Jammie Dodgers are quite good because the bottom biscuit does have a design around the edge of some love hearts. We can see that here. Yeah, the jam does look a bit different than normal. It does look a lighter colour. Yeah, we can see here these love hearts around the edges. Quite a nice, generous amount of filling here. Definitely, I think they're giving you more filling than they used to. I feel like they are doing. Might be wrong there, but it feels a bit like they are. But yeah, there we go. Nice strawberry smell coming from it, as I say. It's pretty nice. Obviously, we've ruined the heart in the middle now, sort of. Although, yeah, maybe get away with it almost. But it's moved off to the left there, I think. But yeah, interesting. At least they've basted both sides as well, so it's been assuming that's what they're doing anyway. At least it's been done on the inside, so you can see they've actually done it, not just done it when it's been put together. So they've actually done it separately, then put them together. So that's a good thing. Assuming that's what they've done. I can't see them not doing that because, as I say, why would it be? Why we wouldn't be any less on the edges, would it? If it wasn't, if it was just part of the biscuit. But yeah, all right, interesting. Still optimistic about it, but it certainly doesn't look great. But I mean, probably forgive them for that, can't we? I mean, you know. But yeah, I think they probably wouldn't have been able to do it if they'd have made it with the biscuit. You know, made the biscuit pink. It would have just probably not worked. So basting it's probably the way forward to get a colour on it. But of course, you know, because they've not put loads on, it does look a bit dishevelled. How does it taste? Let's set ourselves up and find out. Okay, everyone, okay, we're going to give these Jammie Dodgers really fruity Jammie Dodgers. Strawberry flavoured jam and biscuits. So it's the biscuit as well as been flavoured. So we're going to give one of these a taste. So you can see, I mean, it's basically nothing like the front, the pack. You know, you can see. I mean, look how pink that's. You know, just look at the comparison there. You know, it's pretty poor comparison there, but nonetheless. You know, we'll see. It's obviously been basted on this strawberry flavour, you can tell. I mean, it's not on the extremities and things like that. So yeah, all right, well, without further ado, I just need to give it a taste. I say my thing with Jammie Dodgers in the past has always been, if you've seen my previous reviews, that it's just not strawberry enough, not flavoured enough. The jam in the middle is just not enough to go over the, you know, to overcome the amount of biscuit and to be, you know, so you can still detect it. So I'm hoping that this really makes all the difference. And I think, you know, fingers crossed they'll do this with all the flavours in the future. They probably won't, but you can only hope. But let's give it a go. What do I think? I mean, it definitely takes away from the amount of biscuit flavour. As in, I'm definitely getting more strawberry for sure. The problem is, the problem with it is, it's not the jam still. I'm just getting a less severe amount of just regular biscuit, but it's not a great flavour that they've put on the biscuit. I mean, it's like a, I don't know. It's just like a very, I don't even know if it really particularly tastes of strawberry. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think they are better than regular Jammie Dodgers. I think they are better than them. I think you are getting less of a biscuit, just an overpowering biscuit taste. But I think the taste you are getting that replaces that is not particularly great. It's just as if you just aren't tasting as much biscuit. I mean, it's not like I'm not tasting more strawberry. It's as if I'm not tasting as much biscuit. And I guess you could argue by default that means I'm tasting more strawberry. But what I'm trying to say is that it's just as if the biscuit's less. You just don't taste the biscuit as much. I mean, basically, somehow, rather than it tasting more strawberry. Like, and I don't know how that's possible because, of course, they've added a flavour onto the biscuit. So how it could just but it seems to nullify the biscuit flavour rather than amplify another flavour. Yeah, so I think that sums it up basically. So it's still not great, really. I still feel like it's if they could have just done. Of course, they don't do artificial flavours or anything like that or colours. But you can't help but feel. I mean, let's just say if you have like a frosted ring, one of those with like the, you can really sort of taste that, can't you? It's probably just icing or frosting or whatever. If you have one of those biscuits, but you can taste it. It's distinct. It's distinct. It's nothing like that here. I feel like that's what it needs. It just needs something strong. Just strong. Yeah. It's just not strong enough. It's just not distinct enough. It just isn't. Let's just try it. Let's try it. Got the one I separated earlier, although I've put it back together and it's. Just try this like this. Just try this. I think that's kind of. I don't know if it's just a strawberry. It's just not that strong a flavour. I don't know. I'm sure most Jammie Dodgers generally are raspberry. So this one I don't think is even the best. Is not an original Jammie Dodger. It's not a proper Jammie Dodger. So the strawberry flavour is probably not the best flavour. If it was the raspberry ones and they'd done a raspberry flavouring, I think it might work. But I think the strawberry one is quite a subtle flavour. Anyway, well, you might think because the strawberry is more of a common fruit, when you think of flavours and things, you might think it's a better, it's the better flavour. But generally, when you have jam and things like on your toast, so it's the raspberry jam that tastes nicer and the raspberry yogurts that taste nicer, stuff like this, in my opinion, anyway. And it's one generally a bit more common to have. So the fact this is like strawberry, I don't know, maybe that's the problem. It's just not a very strong flavour either. Yeah, so even tasting it with just half on, which is usually the best way to have Jammie Dodgers because it's less biscuit, it's still not a very distinct flavour anyway. So I think that's the problem. I think the jam is just not that distinct. Yeah, it's just overall it's not that strong a flavour. I think it's better than just having a regular strawberry Jammie Dodger. I think you are getting a bit more from it, but it's very subtle still. I feel like there's just a better way of implementing a flavour to enhance it, or at least, or just make it stronger. Or it might just be bad luck and it's the strawberry one's just not a great flavour anyway, which could be possible. So there's all that. Yeah, it's just I guess it's possibly solved the problem, but unfortunately they've picked a pretty poor flavour to do it with. It's just not strong enough, and it's just not distinct enough anyway. Even as I say, even when I have half the biscuit, it still doesn't come across too well anyway. So yeah, so a good attempt. I don't think it's a step in the right direction. I don't know what the answer is. I think either do it with your other flavours, the raspberry one, the regular Jammie Dodger, just do it with that one. I think, and see how it goes. Just have them in parallel, or just do a limited edition run. That's why I recommend on the regular Jammie Dodger, the Raspberry Jammie Dodger. See if it works there, not on a non-regular Jammie Dodger flavour, because I think it's pointless doing it that way, because it's probably not the best flavour anyway, and it doesn't really matter because people probably aren't going to buy it as much anyway because it's not the regular Jammie Dodgers. So yeah, try it with like that. And I think you definitely I think that's what Burton should do, and I think definitely have a better run of it, and I think it would definitely be better. And if it doesn't work there, then I think having it as I don't know, yeah. Well, I don't think they ever could have changed it in any other way other than doing this, really. So, but I was saying of like an icing layer or something, whether you could do that because of the non-artificial colours and this, that, and the other, I don't know. But of course, it would change the biscuit, things like that, so they probably wouldn't do that. But in this way, yeah, I think it's just. I think you just need to try the regular Jammie Dodger, and also I think just think maybe you might need to have an increased potency to it. Although I think in this case it's more the strawberry is just not that strong enough, really. So I mean, I think it's a step in the right direction, but fortunately it doesn't look great. Probably needs a thicker coating, and I think potentially the strawberry one isn't that strong anyway, so I think it's not an easy one to judge it by on this one, really. I mean it does say if done on the regular Raspberry Jammie Dodger, I think we would have been able to tell a bit more from it. So overall, though, I think it's a good idea, implemented relatively well. I mean, they've basted every bit before they've put it together, which is great. So you really can maximise the amount of coverage of this strawberry flavour on the biscuit. But yeah, I don't know. As I say, it doesn't look great, and I think it's probably not great with the strawberry flavour. So overall, this one is probably slightly better than the regular strawberry one, which would probably be a 2.5 out of 5, I think. But I think this one, yeah, 3 out of 5. So I think it's probably the wrong one to have tried it on. I think the strawberry's not that strong anyway, so I haven't got a massive amount of benefit from this, really, that I think I would have done had it been other flavours that are more interesting and just more impactful anyway. So, but I'm glad it exists. But unfortunately, I just wish they'd done it on another one so that it might have got a bit better positive feedback, really. But right, guys, let me know what you think of this one. Leave a comment off it. Let me know if you think this is better than the regular strawberry Jammie Dodger. Don't forget, it's not the regular raspberry one. It's another edition, so don't forget that. Don't confuse the fact that that this isn't the same as a regular Jammie Dodger. But let me know what you think. Leave a comment off it. Always great to hear from you. Always do best reply. And have a great day. I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. See ya.